Hello everybody, and I'm wondering if all of you had enough from the last severe weather outbreak, which started up, but from the 17th, no, the 18th to the 22nd of May, and if you haven't had enough, then you're gonna get more, and it looks like another one for a lot of the same areas can happen by the middle of next week, maybe by Wednesday to Friday. So we'll really need to watch that, and that's what I'll be talking about in this video. But I'm gonna quickly cover the thread for today and tomorrow first. We'll first take a look at the current warnings here, and as you see, got frost advisories and freeze warnings for much of the northeast and even portions of Michigan. So yeah, some of the mountains here are getting freeze warnings, but mainly frost advisories. Even the portion of New Jersey is in the frost advisory, and the portion of West Virginia. And this is a flood watch, I guess, for much of Maine. Flood watches and flash flood watches, flash flood warnings, and flood warnings across the portions on the Midwest. Got a heavy rain event going on there. There was some flooding going on in southern Texas. Severe weather going on in Montana and Wyoming. Severe thunderstorm watches and warnings. Even got a tornado warning here in southern Iowa, and I'll get to that soon. Pretty unexpected. So here is the current conditions. And as you see, we got this front hanging through the middle of the country, and this is the front that is causing storms to pop up, especially in this area where we got one system here, one in the front here. This will be an area which we'll have to watch for tonight, and here it should be mainly rain, although we're getting a few storms. I think the best chance for severe weather for tonight would be in this area. And we got a system here that's still causing some of that mountain snow, but although that snow is pretty much gone, but it was causing some yesterday. About the Storm Prediction Center, we have lots of mass-scale discussions. We got 3 of them. Eliminated tornado threat, weather watch, and anticipated ADDM. Yeah, I don't think there will be any watch in this area. I'm pretty surprised they're paying out this area here for a watch, because especially tornado watch, it definitely doesn't look like there could be any watches in this area. It would be more like in this area. So that was weird, but at least, yeah, I would say it's 5%, not 40%. A severe thunderstorm watch will likely be issued for southern Nebraska, and I agree with that. I would say even western Nebraska, all of this area, and maybe with the extreme north central Kansas, all of that area. And that has a good chance of a watch being issued. And the latest investigative discussion: severe weather threat continues across severe thunderstorm watch 222. Let's take a look at that watch. Here it is. Yeah, I got a moderate threat for hail in these areas, and yeah, there's a good chance of hail with some of these storms, but I don't really think there's a huge threat of severe weather in this area. And there are lots of warnings. But I wanted to show you the outlook. Let's see the storm reports. Yeah, not a lot of weather reports. I wanted to show you the outlook. There's a slight risk. Tornado threat, primarily low. A few 5% areas, but that's pretty low. About wind threat, the wind threat is about the same for all areas, just 15%. So it's pretty low for many areas, for most areas. Hang on a second. What's this? Okay, I'll answer in a second there. About the hail threat, they put out 2 areas one in Nebraska and one in Montana. I pretty much agree with it, but all the I agree with this part. This should be hatched 30%, but this should be 30% without a doubt. There will be a hatched area is needed here. We'll see. Day 2 outlook. Again, we got a 30% hatched area for north central Kansas, and south central and southeast Nebraska, and hatched area 15% hatched area farther down in Oklahoma. And I agree with that very much, although I think hatched should be much around the 30% area. Day 3 outlook got a larger area, but without any hatched areas. 30% again, this much of the same areas, but now from Texas to Michigan, so this is a pretty large area. And a day 48 outlook, it looks like we might see a severe weather outbreak starting Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, because we already have an area for Wednesday. Portions of western South Dakota and north central Nebraska. Outlook for that. Let me see, back here. I'm gonna go to the radar quickly. So there was a tornado reported with this storm here in Ringgold, Iowa. Brief tornado touchdown. Now, I'm pretty surprised. I really don't know where the storm came from, because there was a minimal threat for any severe weather, not talking about tornadoes in this area, so that's surprising. But we'll watch this couple of storms moving here to southwestern Iowa. They might be very strong. I want to go to Wyoming, got a few more warnings here across northeastern Wyoming mainly. I don't see any radar sites here. Tornado here, possible tornado. Don't see any good radar sites. KRIW. Let's try the KUDX. Well, let's try this one. Yeah, I got several storms here, maybe some 1 to 1.5 inch sized hail in some of these areas. And this storm, what happened with this one? This one, I don't really see. I'm not sure. This one is quarter-sized hail. Quarter-sized hail. Yeah. I'm not sure this. I don't see any radar close to the storm, so I can't really view it. But if there's no radar, it won't hit anyone, so that doesn't matter much. I want to show you my outlook for tonight, and here it is. So this is for tonight, and I made a new key. As you see, in the yellow area, that will be scattered thunder showers from Washington to Kentucky and down into Texas. The orange area, that's some isolated strong thunderstorms and widespread general thunderstorms, and that would be much of this area. And then the red is a lot of widespread strong storms with isolated scattered severe. In this case, scatter across all of this. Across all of this area. Blue color not needed, but it might be needed on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And purple color is certainly not needed, and it will not be needed soon, I think. Now, this is a hatched area. This is what I mean, a hatched area. And a hatched area means significant hail or wind, In this case, hail. And all of this area had a chance of significant hail, possible in hatched area. But anyway, I'm gonna go now to the models. And I'm gonna show you the threat for a severe weather outbreak. So this is the 18Z GFS, and let's go right to Wait, this is Tuesday. Okay, this is Wednesday afternoon, and as you see, we got a lot of severe weather forming. This is late Wednesday afternoon, from Montana to Oklahoma, and this area, I think this area could really get bombarded by storms, as well as portions of this area. In short, all of this area could get a lot of severe weather, but the SPC has currently outlined only this area. And by wait, this is Thursday, and look how strong this line look how long this line forms on Thursday. If you get towards Chicago or maybe northern Missouri, you could really get hit by this, because this looks like a mini squall line. Could be a little direct here. I have more storms here, and I think more will be dominating this area. And this is Friday, and look how this looks like it turns into linear mode. Yeah, this looks like it turns into a linear mode, because this is much of a line from Texas up to Michigan and Canada, and there could be a lot of damaging wind. So I think the main threat for tornadoes would be weak tornadoes, but maybe on Wednesday some of them could be stronger. But Thursday would be the biggest day still. I'm quickly gonna go with the Euro. It shows a weaker event, but it still shows it forming, and it shows a lot of supercells forming on Wednesday afternoon. So all of this area could be seeing a lot of large hail and tornadoes. And farther on until Thursday, still more storms, but in a not in such a line like the GFS shows. But however, there could be still some supercells, but not as much damaging wind. And then this would be Friday, and again, it doesn't show that much of a line, but it shows more of large hail, as clearly you see by this. This would be a big event if this happens. But overall, this situation looks prime for another severe weather outbreak. And I'm gonna finish off by showing you my outlook for this thing. Now, this is what I think for severe weather mid next week. You see, severe weather mid next week. Now, in this red zone, this red gradient zone, this is in all of this area. This is where I say severe weather watch area, and in this purple gradient area, this is where I would say a tornado watch area. I haven't included these areas in the severe weather watch area because these are more far out, and I'm not completely sure that this area will be seeing a lot of severe weather. But definitely some. Especially in this part. That could be where there'll be a lot of hail. But anyway, thank you for watching. We'll be having more updates on this dangerous situation. More updates on this dangerous situation as the days pass, and we'll be having a detailed update by Sunday and Monday. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll have a good rest of your evening. Stay tuned to US Weather Plus. Bye.